Hey everybody, it's Justin from Buildout, and for my ultimate trailer build video today, we're going to talk about lighting. And usually when I do a trailer, I'm just putting, LED strip lights in there. Maybe I'm putting some motion detector closet lighting that they sell in the trailer. It's never anything that great, but this is the ultimate trailer build, so I have to have the ultimate lighting setup with these super cool Hexagon LED lights that are ultra bright. So let's get into it today on Built. So to start off this video, I want to let you know that CDKMax sent me this product, but it was at my request. I looked around on Amazon for the coolest lights I could find. I really wanted something neat inside the trailer, and I reached out to CDKMax, who sells this product, and they were nice enough to give me one of these for the video. So thank you very much, CDKMax. Now, this product, it comes in 24 of these bars. If you buy the 5 Hexagon pack, it comes in a 3, 5, and I believe like a 14 or 25. Like, they have many different sizes for if you're going to do something like a garage, right? And so each one of these bars is an individual light bar. And so if you were to take and put them together, they have these fun little connector pieces that just slide on the end. If you put them on in the correct orientation, Justin. There we go. And then I can just add another light bar to it if I want to. Now, you don't have to just make hexagonal shapes. You can flip it around and do like zigzags. There's a whole bunch of different ways you could do it. I'm probably going to do the hexagon shapes. Now, as you see, I just put on a wire to the end of it. It comes with 2 power cords, so you could make them into 2 separate, zones if you wanted to. It also comes with a power cord that is bare wire at this end. So if you wanted to do a direct wiring to a light switch, for example, you could use this one. After you just hook it in, you plug it in, 110, and there you go. It's super easy. So it's just like fun building Legos. This stuff is very, very light. It is plasticky, but it's a light that goes on the ceiling that you're not going to be touching. So that's okay. And for my trailer build, I really want light stuff because the more weight I put into the trailer, that's more weight I have to pull, more gas I'm going to use inside the trailer. So this is the perfect thing for me. Now, there are different ways to mount this, and that's been a huge consideration for me. So let's go in the trailer and take a look at some options. So inside the trailer, I do have 2 of these built-in dome lights, and they really do not put off that much light, and they're directly connected to my vehicle through the tow connection. I plan on lighting everything through a solar system that we're going to be doing in another one of our videos for the build out here, and so I really don't need these. Now, my plan when I started this video was that I was going to insulate the ceiling and I was going to put shiplap across the ceiling and make it look pretty cool. I have come to decide that the structure of this trailer is just not that great on the ceiling. These members are weak, and I don't know if we can see it on the camera right now. Let's move it. I have it taped because I'm going to be painting the walls next, but there is this aluminum molding that goes right here that screws into the wall and then screws into the ceiling. At first I thought this was decorative, to hide wires behind in the channel, but I actually think that this is structurally supportive, helping to hold up the aluminum ceiling. So I've actually decided to not do that to the ceiling, which is kind of a bummer for me because I wanted to do it, but honestly, I just don't think I can. If I add too much weight on the ceiling, I'm going to get sag, and then I'm going to have water pooling in the middle of the ceiling, and then that'll eventually lead to leaking. I'm a little disappointed that I'm not going to do the shiplap, which is like thin wood strips, not plywood, but interlocking solid wood pieces. I might revisit it though later on in this build process if I figure out a way to maybe support the roof a little bit more. But for right now, we're going to go with a more easy installation solution. So I wanted to show you 3 different ways that you can mount this lighting kit. One is probably what I'm going to be doing in the trailer, which is zip ties. This is super, super light stuff. So in the trailer, I'm going to be passing a zip tie through the space between those metal rafters and the actual ceiling. I'll be able to loop it through there and just zip tie it directly to the ceiling. That's really easy, and then if I decide to do something big, all I have to do is go around and cut the zip ties, take it down, and we can continue building out the trailer that way. Another way is using these included metal clips. So it includes a whole bag of them. And these metal clips literally just clip onto the back of the units like this. You do need to screw them into something first. So you would have to hold up your hexagon, mark some areas where you would want it screwed in, and then do it just like that. They include all the screws, all the anchors, so you can put it directly into drywall. Like I said, it's not heavy at all, so anchors are more than adequate to put it into drywall without hitting a stud. It's not going to fall. Now, a third way is doing it as a drop ceiling. Doing a drop ceiling install, you just take some very cheap thin wire. Again, I can't say this enough how light this is. And then you make a loop and just twist it a couple times just so that it'll hold its shape in that loop. You can also use some pliers. And then you take a screw with a large washer on it. Screw that in. And this will be what holds it to the ceiling. There we go. So now we have this dangling from the ceiling. We can then just wrap it around the light, snip off the excess, kind of twist it up a little bit, and it'll hold pretty well. Fishing line is also a really great option for this, especially because it's clear and thin and very easy to tie. All right, so I'm going to build out 2 of these hexagons right now in a pre-made fashion. That way I can just go ahead and zip tie them to the ceilings. I don't want to build out the entire thing because, you know, too unwieldy for attaching. I think 2 is a good amount to do that with. Now, when I'm assembling these, you only you want to use the 2 pieces when you're putting them together. The only reason for me to put a third one somewhere that doesn't require it is so that the power can go in. So if I put one more like this, I could have the power cable coming off of here. So you do need to kind of think out beforehand, where is my power going? And I actually think it's going over there. So let me change that out. One of the simplest ways to mount a light fixture in a trailer is to take a zip tie, push up the ceiling, and pass the zip tie in between the rafter and the ceiling. Then you can just wrap the zip tie around your light fixture and tighten it, and it's going to hold it still. So what I'm going to do is just loosely attach these zip ties right now. I'm not going to tighten them down. That way it's easy for me to shift it. Luckily I have Benjamin here to help me with holding up of the lights. I tried to do this myself earlier and it was not a smart idea to do that. So thank you, Mr. B.
No problem.
All right, you're good, Ben. Okay. Thank you. So now that I have these 2 in place right now, I'm going to measure both sides to make sure that I'm centered so I can shift it a little bit before I tighten everything down and cut the zip ties. I'm going to make sure that I cut them so that the ends of these are hidden up top, more towards the ceiling, so they never come into contact with anybody. And I'm going to just continue to build the octagons off of this one. I'm not going to pre-make them and connect them in going forward. So I couldn't be happier. Thank you very much, CDKMax, for sending this out. I have a link in the description down below if you want to check this out. And I know they're putting it on sale for Prime Day stuff that's coming up right now, so definitely check it out. Now would be the time to get it. And I'm so happy with it. I'm going to be putting a solar panel system on the roof with a battery setup and stuff, and so since this is 120 volt, it will be running off of that through an inverter. I knew that going in. This is more designed for garages, which is why it's 120 volt. But, you know, we're making it work out here because it's awesome. Now, I'm almost to 10,000 subscribers. I have 3 days until it's officially 3 months on YouTube, so I'm really hoping that I can hit it. I think I only have like 200 more to go or so, And so if you liked what you saw in the video, please like and subscribe, and you'll be able to follow along with this trailer build as we put it out. There's going to be 7, maybe 8, 9 videos, depending on how things go. But I'm going to try and make this the ultimate trailer. Now, you, my smart viewers, if you have any ideas to replace my idea of shiplap, something cool on the ceiling, let me know in the comments below. I still have a lot of time. This trailer build series is going to be about a month and a half. So I might be able to do something else to the ceiling that would be really cool. Just bear in mind weight, because if I put anything on here, the reason why I didn't do the shiplap is I'm concerned that the weight is going to pull down the roof, and then I'm going to get pooling of snow and water up on the roof, and that's never good for a trailer. So if you have some ideas, put them down below. I'd love to hear them. Stay safe in the shop, and I will see you in the next video.